number of propositions have been made and given, but the best one which makes sense will be that they were put in the beginning of surah just to tell Arabs that this book or this message is composed of these letters. So if a man can do, you do also. And then also remember, it is supported by the fact that most of these surah immediately after these letters mentions a kitab. Alif Lam Ra tilka ayatul kitabil mubin. Tilka ayatul kitabil hakim. So the word book comes immediately. Any surah in the Quran starts with alphabets.
Yeah.
You know, now some people studied them and they found out that Quran has started 29 surah, 29 chapters with these alphabets, and used half of the Arabic alphabet. Arabic alphabet, if you count alif, the long vowel, as a letter, then the number becomes 29. If you take it out, then it is 28. So of course 29 cannot be divided into 2, so it is 28. So 14 letters of these alphabets have been used, and the number of surah in which they are used are 29. So some people studied this and they found amazing information there. Some surah are started with only one letter, like Qaf, Noon and Sad. And they said that this is sometimes it is the whole noun or whole verb. You know, Kay can be verb. Some letters dropped from the beginning, some from the end, and it becomes a Kay. Only one letter, but it is a verb. Fine? So this is how it is. So this is found in the verb, in the noun, and in the preposition. Then you find 2 letters like Yasin, Taha and others. So again they go and then see that how does it agree with Arabic grammar. Remember one thing, when we speak about agreeing with Arabic grammar, remember that there was no Arabic grammar when the Quran was revealed. These rules and regulation of grammar, they were established after at least 100 years of the compilation of the Quran. That the people came to make these rules based on the Quran. All these rules are based on the Quran. But now, amazingly, they find that these alphabets are their number or their composition agrees with what is there in the grammatical book. So the maximum number used of letters used in the beginning of the Quran, beginning of the surah, are 5. 2 surah number 19 and surah number 42. They have 5 letters. And then they also noticed that only there are 2 patterns of 5 original letters in Arabic language. So it is there. Now why Quran started, and also remember that all the surah which start with alphabets, they are revealed in Makkah, except 2, first 2 and 3, which were revealed in Medina and early period of Medina. The best explanation one can give is that this is the challenge to Makkans. That look, Quran is using these letters. All its words and verses, they are composed of these Alif, Lam, Mim, Ya, Sin, Taha. And as you accuse Muhammad being the author of the Quran, so these are the letters which he used. Why don't you use these letters and compose something like it? So it was a challenge to open their eyes. But another thing also you should remember, that where the surah starts with these letters, they are in sequence. Say Hamim, 7 surah, they are together. Then Alif Lam Ra, number of surah, they go together. In middle comes Alif Lam Mim Ra with adding one letter. Then Alif Lam Mim, also they go all together except two surah of Medina which come in the beginning. Otherwise, all Alif Lam Mim surah are there. So it is there. These alphabets really are to challenge Arabs and to show them the beauty of the book, that Alif, Lam, Ra, and they are to be pronounced separately. It is not to be combined. And this is the reason why they are included there. Yeah.
Do you think some people look into these alphabets and find too much meaning behind it, thinking that there is something else behind it?
See, Quran is an open book. Any research is allowed about it.
Yeah.
Some people, what they did, they collected all these letters, and Arabic letters, by the way, I don't know when it started, but they have got numbers attached to them. Yeah. Alif has 1, Kaf has 100, something like that. So they collected all these letters and then totaled them. And the answer they got, they said this is the age of this Muslim community. It is going to live for that number of years, which of course was rubbished by scholars that this doesn't mean anything. So yeah, the number of suggestions have been made why Quran used those letters in that, and sometimes they took it to be abbreviation of a word. Say Alif refers to Allah, Lam refers to Latif, and Mim means Majid. So Allah Latifu Majid it is. But again, it doesn't really make good sense. Why Allah should speak in this kind of mysterious language? And by the way, these letters are known as mysterious letters of the Quran by Orientalists. They are given this mysterious name. So, a number of propositions have been made and given, but the best one which makes sense will be that they were put in the beginning of surah just to tell Arabs that this book or this message is composed of these letters. So if a man can do, you do also. And then also remember, it is supported by the fact that most of these surah immediately after these letters mentions a kitab. Alif Lam Ra tilka ayatul kitabil mubin. Tilka ayatul kitabil hakim. So the word book comes immediately to draw their attention to the fact that this book is composed of these letters. So you can do if you like.